Well, a few days ago when I opened up my GameFly package with South Park: The Stick of Truth in it, I had a couple people ask me to follow up on it and let you guys know how it is. And, I'm going to fall in with everyone else out there that's doing quick videos on this game because I'm not done with it. I'm not even close, I've only played 5 or 6 hours into it, and I did a lot of exploring, not even playing the main mission, which I'm starting to get into now. But I'm playing literally like 2 other games with stories, like 3 other games. We just got Tomb Raider for free if you're a PlayStation Plus member, and I'm trying to play as much as that before my gold thing expires, my Plus membership. Because I probably won't get it because I got so many other games to play right now. It's kind of a waste of money to have the Plus membership for Tomb Raider or Payday 2 is the other one, but I deleted that to download Tomb Raider. So I got a lot of games. Arkham Origins I'm really into right now. And, like Grand Theft Auto I haven't finished yet. So a lot of games. But South Park, I stopped everything to start playing South Park because I had been waiting for this game for a while. Haven't we all? So this game, as soon as I started playing it, I know it was, turn-based RPG style, like the old school RPGs. That's what everyone's saying before the game came out. And I was just, I wanted to make for sure that's what it was because I really kind of miss those games. And when you start playing this game, and it is like that. It's exactly like an old school Final Fantasy or Super Mario RPG game. You realize how much you miss playing those games once you started playing this. Like, I want to go back and play like one of the Final Fantasies, or maybe a Super Mario RPG or a Paper Mario or something. Even there's one with the Game Boy Advance, a Super Mario RPG sequel. Although it wasn't made by Squaresoft, it was kind of like a Nintendo's version. It was like RPG Saga or something. I played a little bit of that. Anyway, it made me want to play these games. And like, I like Super Mario RPG. I liked it a lot because it was a Final Fantasy like game with characters I actually cared about. Now, fast forward to now, holy shit, talk about characters I really care about. Don't get me wrong, I love Mario and all, but, like, I've been watching South Park since it came out. Who the fuck hasn't? I love South Park. It's one of my favorite TV shows. And this game just so far does not fall flat. It does not come up short, and I haven't even beaten the game. I'm not even close. I haven't even met Kyle and Stan yet, So, and I'm like 6 hours into the game. I would say about that, 6 hours or so in the game. And I'm doing a lot of exploring, a lot of side missions, and shit like that. Tracking Man Bear Pig. Al Gore's hiding in a bush by the movie theater. And I love exploring the town and just talking with the townspeople and seeing where everything is on the map, because you really have never seen anything like where everything is located on a map in South Park, like how the town's laid out. And it's great. It's just like the show. And when I say that, like the writing and the comedy, it's just like you're watching a fucking episode of South Park, but you're playing it. Like, they got the graphics perfectly like the TV show. Like, you'll start watching movies, like, I would imagine. Maybe you don't. Maybe everything's graphics in this game. But I would imagine you're watching some CG movies. Yeah, you are. I definitely know you watch CG movies from time to time during cutscenes. And you just can't tell the difference at all between the movies and the actual gameplay. I mean, they did it perfect. The graphics are dead on. It looks just like the show. And I'm loving it. I mean, you can't really think of anything bad besides that the game has glitched up a couple of times. Like, I was climbing a ladder and I literally got stuck. I had to stop the game, or the game has froze a couple times. And actually more than usual than any of the other games that I've played on the PlayStation 3. In fact, more than any. Like, I've had maybe the PlayStation freeze one time before I got South Park, and it's froze 4 or 5 times alone with just South Park, which is crazy. Like, I don't know what's making it freeze or something, but Whatever, it sucks, but you get through it. Luckily, it saves a lot of times automatically. So, other than that, I have no problems with the game so far. I definitely recommend it. Once again, haven't beaten it, but yeah. If you're a fan of South Park, or if you're a fan of just the old school RPGs, it holds up really good. It's a little bit easy. You know, I've died a couple of times, just mostly because of errors done by me. But it's not like Final Fantasy hard, at least it isn't yet. Like, you know, you fight those bosses at Final Fantasy that last like fucking half hour, 35 minutes. I haven't done anything like that. Like, seriously, you guys remember fighting Sephiroth? Sephiroth, I can't pronounce his fucking name, but you remember fighting him in Final Fantasy VII? It was like a half hour fucking battle. None of those yet. Even the Super Mario RPG, I remember it being more difficult than this. But it really doesn't take away from the fun. Hopefully there's a way to make it harder. I haven't really looked into the options much. Or maybe, you know, a second playthrough, although I've been told the classes, there isn't much difference between the classes, just depending on what moves you get and shit like that. I mean, I hear it's not really worth playing again, but it's definitely like your RPG, open world, do quests, you gotta travel here, and then at the same time, it's, you know, you mix in Final Fantasy, turn-based RPG style, and you get an awesome, great game. Probably one of the funniest games I've ever played, just because it's South Park, and it's just dead on. It's my kind of comedy, so there you guys go. I definitely recommend it. Check it out. PC, PlayStation 3, 360. I mean, you get it just about anywhere for any system. Except for the new consoles. I don't think it's on the new consoles yet, but you know they're bringing over a lot of the newer games that have been released for the older consoles, you know, onto the newer consoles. Kind of like Tomb Raider. They re-released Tomb Raider for the PlayStation 4, so in the Xbox One, I think. But I know it's on the PlayStation 4, and it really doesn't look that much different between the PlayStation 3 version and 4. I mean, there's a little bit of a difference. Like, the shadows look a little bit better and shit. And it seems to run just a little bit smoother, but I didn't really see any difference between Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 3 and on the PlayStation 4. But probably because it was just a port, I'm sure. But whatever. Still an awesome game, Tomb Raider. I'd like to do a Let's Play of that real quick soon, so look for that. I'm going to get back to retro gaming soon. I know that's what this game originally started as, but I got the PlayStation 3 and the capture card, and I just got caught the fuck up. But, you know, I'll occasionally go back to RPG, switch it back and forth. A lot of games I got to play right now on the PlayStation 3, so look for those videos. I'm sure they'll probably come out too. So there you go.